Have I discovered the holy grail of running shoes? If we could save money and save the environment at the same time, it's a win-win. Yes? Be sure to watch this video all the way through because I'm going to go through what I believe I've found is one of the holy grail of running shoes. And I will be producing a series of videos about other shoes that I've found that I believe I've reached the holy grail. So be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that alarm bell so you don't miss any future videos about what I believe is the holy grail of running shoes. And also it would help support not only this channel, because it really does help the YouTube analytics, but also showing me that your support for this cause where we can both save money and save the environment at the same time. So wouldn't that be a great initiative? Yeah, so hop aboard, watch this video all the way through, and I'll be going through my first of the series of the holy grail of running shoes. But before I talk about the details of this particular shoe, which you would have seen in the thumbnail, please do leave it in the comments below if you have any what I regard as the holy grail of running shoes. Yeah, because I believe most shoes, not all, we can take over 1,000 kilometers or 1,000 kilometerage, maybe even the 1,300 kilometers, which is what, 800 miles. Yeah, and I know many of you take your shoes over 1,000 miles and even 2,000 miles, which might sound a bit, whoa, what's going on? Because often we hear, and there's some mainstream talks, that you get injured with running shoes if you've been running in them for too long. Yes, I appreciate there comes a point where the shoes become what we call dead, yeah, where you can't feel anything and they're pretty hard on the feet. Yes, and it's different for different people based on how we run. Yes, I appreciate that. But I'd love to hear what shoes you found that help you both save money and also save the environment. 1,291.69 kilometers in these beauties. These are the ASICS Magic Speed 1. I'll have to say 1 because they were originally called just ASICS Magic Speed, but we now have the ASICS Magic Speed 2, which is a completely different shoe to this. Yeah, completely different in design, but they've kept the name because these are magic. Absolute magic. So I'm going to go through what I found with these. As you can see, if I was to talk about the wear and tear on these, they are still good to go. Yeah, there's still some flexibility in there when I come to twist. You know, there is a bit of a carbon plate at the front, but it's not fully carbon plated. That's the difference between the Magic Speed 1 and 2. The new shoes are fully carbon plated. But let me show you some of the things where there is some wear and tear. First point of note is here on the toe. Yes. You can see a bit of a hole, but that appeared, it's not come all the way through. It's not a hole, so to speak, but yeah, it's worn through a bit of the upper. But this appeared at around 500 kilometers. So now we've gone to 1,300. It's not, my toe hasn't come all the way through, but it's still there. It holds. The main upper is super. It still feels comfortable. The soles, you want to see the soles? Yeah, because as I say, when you've come up to these type of kilometerage, it's almost as new. Now I'm mainly a mid-footer. Yes, I do strike on my heels, but there's not much. There is some wear and tear on there, yeah, but it's not sort of frazzled. It's not gone. And I still feel the bounce in these when I go running in these. And I do most of my runs. And I've also raced in these. I've raced the Manchester Marathon in a time of 3:06. I know, that's fast, yeah, for my age. 61 it was at the time. 3 hours and 6 minutes. I've also ran many half marathons, all sub 90, some around 126, 127. Not my fastest, but not far off my fastest times. But it's beautiful. I love these. Love, love, love them. For me, it's a shame that ASICS have gone full carbon plated with the Magic Speed 2. I don't run in full carbon plated shoes for training. I don't think they're good for my feet. They might be good for your feet, but not good for mine. I'll leave that for another debate where we talk about carbon plated shoes. Let me put this shoe down and show you the other shoe. Yeah, the other foot. This is the right foot. Let me show you the left foot. So here's the left foot, and yeah, there's less wear on that one. So you can see the two together. Can you see the two together? Yeah, so there's more wear on the right toe than on the left toe. Let's put the right one down. But in terms of how it is on the upper, exactly the same as the right foot. and then the wear and tear on the sole the same as the other shoe. So maybe as I look at this, there is a bit more wear on the heel there than on the right foot. So my left leg, left foot, I know operates differently. I have had my gait analysis and my left and right leg do move differently, as I'm sure a lot of you as well. It's very rare to find someone that's absolutely perfect on both left and right. So my left leg operates differently and works in a different way. In fact, when I've had the pronation test, I think my left does pronate a little bit more than the right. So as in inward, outward, which would explain the wear on here. But it's not the end of the world. They still feel great. So that's looking at both shoes, the wear and tear. Yes, they're a bit worn out. And yes, I also appreciate if I got a new pair of those Magic Speed 1, because you can still buy them new. I think they are discounted. For me, I always buy shoes discounted. I don't get the latest, greatest shoes. There is currently a new ASICS all-round shoe model without any carbon plates or anything, and they look like great shoes. I'd love to hear from you if you've bought the latest, greatest ones. I think I need a drink. Remember, folks, from my last video, stay hydrated. Overall, I think those are great shoes. I've got other shoes that I've taken over the distance, and I'll talk about those in future videos about this, because for me, it's all about saving money for me, and also at the same time, we save the environment, because the more mileage, kilometrage we get out the shoes, the more wear and tear that we have. That in itself causes less waste. And yeah, so if we don't burn our shoes out within 100, 200 miles, which I do know some people replace them that, and also I've seen some organisations saying that you should replace your shoes between 300 and 500 miles. I wonder why they're saying that. When I took up running, it was between 400 and 800 miles, but it seems that we've gone smaller, shorter distances before shoes recommended to be replaced. Again, I appreciate that we're all different, we all pronate differently, we all run in a different way, different form, and some people in terms of running form might wear shoes out a bit quicker than that. Yes, again, I appreciate that, but I would seriously love to hear from you guys in the comments below, whether you've used these ASICS Magic Speed, ASICS or any shoe. Let me know what shoes you've been running in over the past few years and what kind of kilometrage or mileage that you've been getting out of those, because I believe with this initiative where we want to take our shoes over the 1,000 kilometers, which is around, I don't know, what is it, 700 miles? But I think we can get it over the 1,300 kilometrage, which is the 800 miles and beyond, because I have seen actively on there are people out there taking shoes over 1,000 and 2,000 miles. There are brands out there like Nike and Adidas, or Adidas, however you pronounce them. You can take their shoes way beyond that. And again, for me, with these ASICS Magic Speed, I've used them for racing marathons, half marathons, and I also use them for daily training. Easy runs, jiggy jogs, sprints, strides, hill repeats, all of it. Yeah, now I know they're road shoes, so yeah, mainly road, but I also have used them on canal trails, so as it works for those as well. So in summary, are these shoes the Holy Grail of running shoes? Let me know. As I put the shoes down, let me know. See you all at the next video where I'll be sharing another, what could be the Holy Grail of running shoes. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Donato. I love you all. Bye, 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 bye.